featuring a 1 litre inline 4-cylinder engine, revving to 14,600 RPM. The BMW S1000RR has one of the most advanced motorcycle engines ever made. Utilising variable length intake runners and a variable lift camshaft, let's see what makes this an engine legend. Originally developed in 2008 and released in 2009, the BMW S1000RR was created to satisfy the homologation requirements for BMW's entry into the Superbike World Championship. Since its launch, the S1000RR boasted impressive performance, making it one of the best performing production bikes of all time. Currently still in production, the evolution of the S1000RR has seen the bike not only become more powerful, but also lighter. With several updates taking place over its production life, it is the 2019 model that introduced some impressive engine technology, including the BMW ShiftCam system and a lighter and more compact engine package. The bike also saw the addition of rider aids to help control the incredible performance of the bike. The S1000RR utilises variable length intake technology. To understand this, let's take a look at a simplified intake schematic. Typically, an engine will have an intake manifold which feeds air into a set of runners, with one runner per cylinder. With the throttle fully open, air in the intake manifold will be close to atmospheric pressure in a naturally aspirated engine. When the intake valve opens, the pressure in the combustion chamber is at a much lower pressure than in the intake manifold. This difference in pressure causes air to rush into the cylinders. This effect is strong enough to form a pressure wave that travels from the intake valves all the way up the intake runner. The expansion of the intake entry into the manifold causes the wave to reflect back down the intake runner and reflect again off the closed intake valves. The pressure wave continues to bounce back and forth. By changing the length of the intake runner, the distance that the wave travels changes. The timing of this wave will influence how much air enters into the cylinders, and ultimately will impact performance. Here we can see the valve lift and the pressure in an intake runner versus crank angle. If we make the intake runner the right length, we can time the pressure wave to push air into the cylinder as the intake valves are closing. This can significantly improve the torque and the power of an engine for a given speed. This will only have maximum benefit within a limited engine speed range and can negatively impact performance with an inappropriate length. By using a clever electronically controlled mechanism, the BMW S1000RR can change the length of the intake runner between two fixed lengths. This is set up to improve and increase the overall torque delivery of the engine. The camshaft profiles of an engine are critical to its performance. Just like the length of the intake manifold, the cams of an engine are optimized for a particular speed range. The 2019 S1000RR model introduced a variable lift camshaft system known as ShiftCam. This engine has two cam lobes that are switched depending on the engine speed and load. The full cam is used for high speed as well as low speed, low load conditions. The small cam is optimized for high load, low engine speed. The engine control unit will shift these accordingly for optimum performance. The introduction of the ShiftCam system has allowed for an increase in torque throughout the engine speed operating range. With a significant improvement in low-end torque, the peak power for the 2019 S1000RR has been increased to a staggering 204 horsepower. This is impressive given that the bike has a 1 litre capacity. For the 2019 model, BMW optimised the whole engine system, resulting in reduced emissions, improved fuel economy, improved rideability, and a 4 kg reduction in engine mass. The mass reduction was achieved through revising the valve train layout, lightening the intake valves, the exhaust system, and combining the water and oil pumps into one component. The end result is a bike with incredible performance and complex engine technology, all within the small package of a sports bike. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.